On time and back for this episode of Minecraft Constructed. Now, I was asked by one of my viewers, put an image on screen who this person was. I wanted me to make a tutorial on the Bunnyburrow population sign from Zootopia. Now, I am pretty trash at making tutorials because the last time I tried to do this, like 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, I failed miserably and I've had to put it off for a while. But now that I've finally figured out how to do it, I'm going to try my best to tell you how to actually build this. Okay, so the first thing you probably want to do is get yourself some reference images of the Bunnyburrow sign. Thankfully there's only one instance in the film when you actually get to see it, so that's the one I'm going to be basing it off today. So the majority of this build is actually made out of different coloured stained clays, and that's pretty much it. There's the old like iridite I'm actually using for the border or the background of the population counter itself, and I'm pretty sure I used marble at one point to use for like the legs and the backboarding like stuff. I honestly don't know what you call it. It was just there and I'm just basing it off the image anyway. Okay, so the fastest method to be able to build this sign is definitely using the fill command. It will help you immensely. If you're on PC, then you should be able to Google it. If you're on console or even on your phone or iPad, depending on which one you're using, then I'm not really sure if the Pocket Edition or the ones on console actually have console commands for you to be able to use. Now, once you've roughly got an idea of where or how big the actual border is for itself, for the bottom part of it, where the counter is, you want to start actually bordering this with magenta stained clay. Because, well, if you want to make it look legit, that's what you're going to have to use. At this point of the build, it's pretty self-explanatory to actually just build the rest of the shape of the bottom half of the sign. Moving on to the, I don't even know what you call it. I honestly don't know what they're called. I think they're called like support stands for the sign, I suppose. Now there's 8 of them, and the best way for you to actually figure out where these are supposed to go on your sign is just count it out and see how many blocks are. You can go by 2 by 2 and use like wool to indicate where things are. For me, I use green for every 2 blocks and red for every 10 blocks, so it makes it a lot easier to count and calculate how far or how many blocks I need in between each stand. So spinning around to the back end of this actual sign itself, you just probably want to add in the extra blocks where you've missed them at the front. That's where I counted them anyway, and then start putting like these vertical beams in. I made the mistake by actually using I think it was diorite, I think that's what it's called, but I ended up switching it out to quartz. In this case I like calling it marble because it's white and looks nicer that way. But yeah, don't make the same mistake I did. Make sure you use marble or something similar that's white, maybe white wool if you want to, or even white stained clay, but I prefer quartz, just looks way much better. Okay, so when it comes to like this oval shape with like the bunny ears, it says welcome to Bunnyburrow or now arriving in Bunnyburrow with the counter underneath of it on its own separate sign. When it comes to making the actual shape of the oval, it's pretty hard considering that Minecraft is all full of blocks. So get references, it will make your life easier. I know I've said this before, I don't even know when I said it before, but I said it before, and trust me, it's a lot easier. Don't make the same mistake I did and try and guess it, because if you guess it, it doesn't look like an oval anymore. An important tip when making this overall, make sure you make it 3 wide, not 3 by 3, but just 3 wide, so it's a lot thicker, so that way there's a bit more depth between the actual border on the outside and the yellow border on the inside. Makes it look a bit more nicer. Not gonna lie, I 100% guessed how to try and make these ears, the actual shape of it, because I had no idea how to make it. I just went off the actual image itself and tried my best to make it look exactly the same. Considering how large this build is, it wasn't too hard, but if you're working on a smaller build, then it might be a bit more difficult. Once again, you want to use the fill command to help you out in this build, because it will take too damn long if you do it by hand. Then you can fill in the gaps later. Now I know this isn't according to design, but I had to tweak the design on where the placement of the words Bunnyburrow are at, because I couldn't fit it all in one line, so I had to have it one on top of the other, sort of. You'll see what I mean once I actually fix everything. Okay, now that I've actually fixed the Bunnyburrow sign, so Bunnyburrow actually fits on there, I decided to add a bit more extra touches here and there, one of them being the carrot that's on the front. And I was thinking about adding like a white border around the actual text, but I know that might be a bit too imposing, so I decided against it. And I also added some like extra supports on the back of the actual sign, because I find that if you're building something in Minecraft, for me personally, if it looks like it can actually stand if gravity did exist, then it looks even better. For some reason it's just like that. I guess it's because of the commonality of the fact that we live in a world where things don't just float in midair, like you can just place a block and it just sits there. It doesn't work that way in real life. Obviously it probably just makes everything look a tiny bit more better, at least in my book. Okay, let's pack it up and move out and do a 360 spin around this fabulous build. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I really am trying to figure out how to do proper tutorials. I hope this helps you out, because I have no other idea how to do this. I mean, I could say like everything that goes into it by like making parts, but for me it's just, it comes down to a point to me when I'm making these videos. I don't want it to be a chore, because I actually do want to enjoy like making these videos. I really do making like these videos. I like making these things and building them for people. I find this thrilling beyond belief. But when it becomes to a point where it's taxing, I'm like, now I don't feel it. My heart is not in it anymore. But yeah, I seriously do hope this helped you out. If you have any questions on what you should be doing or what else you'd like to know about this build, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and smash that like button, smash it. No, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that does that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I salute to you. Bye!